Well, everyone nowadays, the first thing they do in squats is they lean forward. The nose comes this way. The nose should go this way. This way. Like you're jumping in water, not diving. Okay? You're not diving, you're jumping in water this way. It's the most important thing. Everybody starts wrong, starts incorrectly.
And it's with legs. I mean, I did my back squats, but because of the very nature that I have long legs, I leaned always forward more than maybe other people like Franco. Franco would be totally straight up and down when he did the squats, and I always leaned forward more, which meant it went more into the lower back. So it was a little bit of thighs and a little bit of lower back, so it was kind of a split. So therefore, in order to make up for that, I did front squats. Because there I had to hold the weight in front, I had to look up and to go totally straight down. So therefore I could train the outer thighs. The same was again also when I did hack squats. We had a great machine in Coach Gym where we did hack squats in that machine.
Modern day squatting, the technique has been bastardized, for lack of a better word. The technique is about a hip thrust. People are using buttocks and lower back too much and not the quads. I believe in a quad dominant squat. The foundational movement, like Olympic lifters do, okay? The foundational movement of the squat in its purity, being a quad dominant movement, having the back not perfectly 90 degrees, but maybe 4 or 5 degrees off, is perfect. Most people who are fitness advocates nowadays squat somewhere in the area of 45 degrees. It's a hip thrust. They handle big weights, and some of the girls preach good buttock development from squats under those conditions. I get it. But I think it's much more difficult on the knees. I think CrossFit, as great as CrossFit is, and the unity and the family and the energy that they create within a CrossFit community, they're all hurting on their knees. Because I think it's easier to teach an incorrect squat than it is a correct squat. To really be a weightlifter, to learn the correct squat, it takes years. I've seen weightlifters practice their technique with broomsticks for years before even putting the weight on. What do I teach young men and women? No weight. Forget about the weight. The technique, size and strength will follow. But what I've seen happen with squatting, originally in the 1980s, people lacked ankle flexibility, which limited their squatting ability. Now I'm seeing lack of flexibility in the hip structure. In the old days, look at pumping iron. You see Arnold doing cable rows. He's bending way forward, way this way, way that way. He's doing T-bar rows. He's moving his hips. Nowadays, because of the pharmacology, because of the size of the bodybuilders, we choose machines first. So most modern day bodybuilders come and use all the machines and don't use the free weights and the dumbbells and the barbells, okay, as much as they should be initially. And some of the negative results of choosing only machines is less flexibility. So almost by necessity, current bodybuilders and fitness advocates squat incorrectly, if I may say so. And I gotta tell you, I'm not all that, okay, I'm not. I'm standing on the shoulders of many great men and women before me. I was taught and had the honor of being taught by some of the best in the industry. Norbert Szymanski taught me how to squat. One of the best Olympic lifters in the world. In fact,
I want the beginners, especially who are confused about proper exercise form, and maybe some of you more advanced people who think you know, but you're missing something, gain something meaningful from watching Marcus perform these squats. The bar is on the upper back, right below the nape of the neck. Hands are out wide, feet are out wide, chest out, head up. All right, continue with a few more markers to show, again, especially the beginner, the proper form in the squat. Because like with the deadlifts, the squats too are great overall growth stimulators, but there's also a risk factor here too. Like with the deadlifts, it's imperative that you learn how to squat properly and learn to love the deadlift and squat, as they are undoubtedly the greatest growth stimulators of all. You see he goes down to parallel, slightly lower, and comes right back up, never stopping again in the extended position. Come right back up. Take a deep breath. You're getting close to failure. Let's pretend a little bit here. Better up days. All right, come on up. Fight it, you mangy coward. Come on, one more. All right, that's good enough. Just press it over your head. Show them how strong you really are. Show up, man. Very good. Okay.
And make no mistake about it, the squat is the single most important exercise ever discovered by man, and one of the most dangerous. The mafia have a saying, if you can't lose, you can't win. The Chinese understand the situation very well. They have only one symbol, one pictograph, which means opportunity, but it also means danger. The squat provides you with opportunities that are unprecedented by any other exercise you can think of, but it's dangerous as hell. So you have to ask yourself, is the opportunity worth the danger? Done properly, which it seldom is, a barbell squat need not be all that dangerous. But of course, very few people do them properly, so they become dangerous. Done properly, a barbell squat is capable of producing degrees of muscle mass increase that cannot be produced by any other exercise or any other combination of exercises. The squat as an exercise is almost a miracle, and it's dangerous as hell.